What's up, guys? PokePete back here, and today we are going to go over some of the top counters for the new 5-star legendary raid boss, Regirock. So guys, we're just going to go over the top couple counters in each weather to fight off Regirock and just kind of help you guys get prepped and everything. So if you're going to be in the sunny and clear weather, the number one counter for Regirock is going to be none other than Groudon. You're going to want to use Mud Shot and Solar Beam on that Groudon, and it's going to get it done in a pretty respectable time. And again, guys, you can find all of this information yourselves over at PokeBattler if you're interested in just looking it up. But just, to go over it really quickly, just the top 5 counters in each weather. Groudon is going to be number 1 with Mud Shot and Solar Beam. Venusaur with Vine Whip and Frenzy Plant is going to be number 2. Now, this one kind of surprised me. Victory Bell with Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade is actually going to be that number 3 spot. Machamp Counter Dynamic Punch is 4, and number 5 is Sceptile with Bullet Seed and Leaf Blade. What I found really interesting, guys, is that Exeggutor actually is not in there. Exeggutor and Alolan Exeggutor are 10 and 11 respectively. They are not up in the top 5 or top 6. 6 would have been Kyogre. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I thought that was different. I thought that was definitely worth noting. I also thought Victory Bell, seeing Victory Bell up there was kind of interesting to me as a top counter. I never would have guessed that. But, a lot of weird stuff happens. Regirock is a weird Regi. It's because of the moveset, I think. Regirock has a really big moveset. It's different. Zap Cannon, Stone Edge, both very, very good moves. I believe the other one is Earthquake that it gets. So it's got a pretty good move pool. Oh, it's Focus Blast. Ha! It doesn't get Earthquake, it gets Focus Blast. No wonder. It all makes sense now. But, moving on. Top counters in the rainy weather for Regirock. Number 1 is going to be Kyogre. It's going to be the best. Honestly, guys, Kyogre is a boss. I know a lot of you guys probably don't have amazing Kyogres, but Kyogre is a boss. Kyogre in the rain is a real baller. Kyogre is just a great Pokemon in general. Number 2 is going to be Gyarados. You're going to want to have Waterfall Hydro Pump. Number 3, again, is going to be Counter Dynamic Punch Machamp. Number 4 is a Pokemon that gets slept on a lot, and it really shouldn't. It's Counter Dynamic Punch Breloom. Breloom is a really, really good Pokemon, guys. I definitely recommend powering up your Brelooms. They can outperform Machamp in situations. So, Breloom is going to be a really good one. Breloom is going to be one worth powering up. Moving along, number 5 is going to be Sharpedo with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. And then rounding it out, number 6 will be Blastoise, Water Gun, and Hydro Cannon. Another one that I thought was, kind of a snub here. In the rainy weather, you would have expected Vaporeon or like Swampert to be a little bit higher than they were. I didn't expect Blastoise to actually beat them in the rainy weather. So that was kind of interesting. Again, I think it's because of the move pools and everything like that. Moving along to Partly Cloudy. So Partly Cloudy is going to be more of an extreme case because rock and normal types are not going to be boosted. They're not going to do super effective damage to Regirock. They're going to do not very effective damage. So this should be similar to the extreme situation where, alright, so Machamp is going to be number 1, Kyogre is going to be number 2, Breloom is going to be number 3, Hariyama is going to be number 4 with Counter Dynamic Punch, Venusaur with Frenzy Plant is going to be number 5, Counter Focus Blast Blaziken would be number 6 there. And that's probably going to be the same in Partly Cloudy as it is in a lot of the other weathers, just because it's not going to be very super effective. When we look at windy, we'll go take a look at the windy weather. I don't know that anything is going to... In windy weather, it is possible that Rayquaza or Mewtwo just have the raw DPS to make appearances in the top 5 list. We'll check it out. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Both of them, actually. So in windy weather, number 1 counter is going to be Machamp Counter Dynamic Punch. Number 2, Kyogre Waterfall Hydro Pump. Number 3, Dragon Tail Outrage Rayquaza. Rayquaza is just going to be that good of a DPS attacker. It's just going to put up that much power. It's got a great attack stat. It is a great Pokemon, guys. So if you're in windy weather, Rayquaza is the way to go. Breloom again, Counter Dynamic Punch. Latios, interesting one. Dragon Breath and Solar Beam actually is what you're going to want on that. I think that's kind of an interesting choice there. Didn't really see that one coming. And then a Confusion Focus Blast Mewtwo will also be in the top list here to counter Regirock in the wind. if you are somewhere where it snows in August and September, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of jealous because I love the snow. I absolutely love the winter weather. I am so ready for this muggy heat to be done with. So if you're somewhere where it's snowing right now in August, I'm jealous. You're also going to have some interesting counters to Regirock. So if you are somewhere where it is snowing right now, going to shake up the number one spot. The number one spot at that point will be Metagross, using Bullet Punch and Flash Cannon as a Steel type attacker. Steel is going to be super effective. So guys, if you're in the snow, go make a snowman, go make a snow angel, use Metagross to defeat Regirock. Outside of that, it's going to be number 2 Machamp, number 3 Kyogre, number 4 Breloom. Number 5 actually is going to be Scizor with Bullet Punch and Iron Head. I thought that one was kind of interesting too. I did not expect Scizor to make this list. I was not at all did I expect Scizor to be on this list of top counters. But it makes sense. In the snowy weather, it makes sense. It's going to be a Steel type attacker. Makes good sense. In the foggy weather, I don't expect much change. Again, foggy weather could be one of those situations where if you have a Shadow Claw Gengar, that might just be good enough for DPS purposes to crack the top 10, top 5. No, it doesn't. It's going to be the same still. Machamp, Kyogre, Breloom, Hariyama, Blaziken. After that would be Frenzy Plant, Venusaur. After that would be a Shadow Claw Gengar. If you had a Shadow Claw Gengar, it would be the 7th best in Fog. So what I'm saying is it's not really going to be any better. You're still going to want to use Machamp for this one, guys. Machamp and Kyogre are going to really take the cake. If we look at it in cloudy weather, I think you guys know who number 1 is going to be. I'm pretty sure we talked about him enough. I'm pretty sure he's the best. Machamp. Guys, if you're in cloudy weather, counter dynamic punch, you're going Machamp all the way. Followed up by Breloom, Hariyama, Heracross, Blaziken, and then Kyogre. So, that is going to be all of the weathers. Now, if you're just looking for like extreme weather or just overall or which one can you use no matter what the weather is, we got that too. So in the extreme weather, Machamp is going to be the number 1 overall counter, followed by Kyogre, Breloom, Hariyama, Blaziken, Venusaur, Heracross, and Groudon. Those are really going to be the ones that you're going to want to use no matter what the weather looks like. Machamp especially. So guys, Regirock, if you want to take him down, Machamp. I'm telling you guys right now, Machamp, it is technically 3-manable. If you do rainy weather with Ultra Friends and you have 5 Kyogres each, it is actually able to be 3-manned in the rain. We might try to find that if we can get some rainy weather. It doesn't look like it's about to rain over here. I'm not seeing any rainy weather coming up, but if it does go rainy, we might try to do that. Otherwise, it is going to be a 4-man minimum, and you're going to be looking to do that in cloudy weather with the fighting types like Machamp and Breloom. Otherwise, if you're going to be in the extreme weather, you can 4-man it with Machamp still. It is definitely 4-manable with Machamp. It's hard, but it's doable. Me and some friends almost did it earlier today. We fell a little bit short. It's probably my fault. I was dodging. I shouldn't have dodged. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I dodged. I dodged perfectly, though. I was a good dodger. I'm getting ready for the Poké Draft. Got to keep my dodging up. But that's going to do it, guys. That's going to wrap this up. Just a little bit of a Regirock prep there for you. Machamp, Kyogre. We've been preaching these 2 Pokemon since the channel started. We've been preaching these 2 Pokemon forever. We love these 2 Pokemon. I've been telling you guys to go do these Machamp raids ever since they've been out. Get yourself a team of good Machamps, because they really are. They're going to be like one of the number 1 counters pretty much for the rest of the game. Fighting is just such a good typing. Machamp has such a high attack stat that it really just makes it great. So it's going to be not only useful for Regirock now, but it'll be used for Regigigas, which is what I think is the next raid boss. Heatran after that, Dialga. It is just going to have so much use. Like, it is not going anywhere anytime soon. Machamp is going to be a relevant counter to the 5-star raid bosses. So guys, my recommendation, go out, raid Machamps, get good Machamps, power up good Machamps, raid Regirocks, beat Regirocks, get extra damage balls, get extra bundles, and get a good Regirock.